This is a Darvas box strategy. And I did do a little mixed video on it, but I think it deserves its own little piece of attention. So, what we are scanning for is when price is left behind well under the Darvas box to form a bull flag. And then we get this little spike right here. So I'm going to get this indicator, I'm going to pretty it up a little bit and turn it into something a little nicer, and then I'll save it online, and hopefully maybe by the time I've got, a couple hundred, 500, 1,000 subs, I'll have it done. But let's keep working on this. But for now, we're able to just catch these little bull flags, and you can go back and make this in the previous videos and work on it like I am, but you'll just be where I'm at with it. Or let's just say if we were looking for shorts, we could be, of course, scanning for this down arrow where price once again has left the top, way in the dust. So, but we would have to go, let's go back out on a daily time frame and see if we can find something like that. Doesn't seem like it often happens like that, though. The big downwards plays. Let's see what else is in our... It's like a Palantir here. Okay. So here's a big down signal. Here's a down signal. Okay. But here was a great signal on this day, which on the daily chart, for a daily, signal, that was a great one. Okay, great buy-in. HA Colt was positive. Rune Oscillator, or the Awesome Oscillator triggers looked like they were, well above zero, so that looked awesome. Now this consolidation here was no fun. Okay. So on the daily, Palantir isn't looking so healthy. A little bit of a pullback, but let's check the 4-hour chart. On the 4-hour chart, here way back a couple Mondays ago, it looks like we got a good signal. And then here was another signal where price should have went up a good bit, and it did. Okay. So let's just keep watching and waiting. But it looks like this one is starting to turn its luck around. So looks like the Awesome Oscillator has, come back positive. This is still down though, so it's still a bearish move. HA Colt needs to come up. Okay. And I don't know why this list has not wanted to populate here. So I'm not asking it for very much information. But the mornings always have the worst time getting the scans going and getting them working. So let's pull this one up, this YouTube example one, and see if it comes up with anything. Let's come back over here to Trading View now. The market should just about be opening. So pre-market 795. Okay, so this is where we were at close. Pre-market, we're opening 795. Now let's come over here into our Tesla, come over to our level 2 data. Mm, 793. So the middle of the bid and the ask is going to be the market. So this is 793, 68, 970, something like that. So, okay. Trigger going positive. And we did bounce off the bottom of this support here in the Darvas box. So it looks like that was the bottom, at least for that point. Okay. And it seems like it has wanted to consolidate up there. So there's a... let's get rid of that, and get rid of that, and get rid of that, and hit apply. Okay. Now, it may even be better to find when the Darvas box touches or breaks through the lower band in price, but that would be a bit riskier of a move. And I need to get rid of these drawings. Let's remove all of our drawings on the set because they are just everywhere. Much better. Okay. So let's see if we can catch a wolf wave pattern here. Now, 1, 2, 3. Six. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and price did continue to fall. Let's get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get it here. Across that. So 1 to 4. And what did happen? It came down and went back above it. Okay, and this was a downwards W pattern, which should have been recognized. Or at least could have been if, say, your style of candle was, say, on like area or line. There's your downwards W, your pattern. Now, this doesn't look too bad. I kind of like the way that this looks. Although there's a bit of trickery. The Darvas down arrows really trick you. Or they can. Many of them can be false breakouts. So the Darvas down arrows are not likely good signals, but this does help you see, changes in direction just a little bit better. Let's come in here and put it on a line. Okay. What's just for the line? Well, if you just wanted to play red, green, that would work. So let's get rid of our Darvas box, since we already know just about what signals we're really looking for. We could see red, green, red, green, although we could almost assume that. This would not be a difficult way to start trading it. Okay. And then showing Equana volume, it looked like. Is that what it was called? Equivolume, which it seems like it's showing you more the trade in relation to size. So if we see a big volume trade or big volume candles, so that's kind of neat. Let's pull this out on the daily and weekly. That way we can see, you can see where these big trades happen. We should be able to see where the big pieces of volume, see big volume sold off. Okay, let's come up here and see if, big volume bought, big volume sold off. Big amount of volume bought, not really a big amount of volume sold off. So, now what did they say ARK had just bought? ARK just bought what? Let's see. Look at EHang. Okay, 129, but look at this big buying, bar here. Okay, let's check out our level 2. Alright, nothing, but the Darvas box buy signal had you buying it way back here. Okay, let's check this on the 15 minute, and you would have been able to catch it back here. Okay. All right, let's think here. But that's a really interesting way to be looking at the chart. Well, that's interesting. Maybe this is a half of a filled candle, you know, they stopped filling halfway through. You know, that's huh. Yeah, I wonder what these spaces are in these candles. What does that mean? So if anybody knows, comment down below. That way I don't have to look it up and seem silly. Okay. Monkey bars. Interesting. Now, I know this is all relative to the volumes and sizes, but so maybe are we looking for all these green ones? We're looking for the green moves. No. Well, maybe. Interesting way to look at a chart right there. Okay. Now. Something back here hanging out. What is that? I guess that's price. Or just put everything back to the way it was. Like Ganache candles. There we go. Alright, so on the day, this was the best day to buy it for the Darvas breakout. So we do need to keep this as a live scanner for the daily, or maybe even the 4 hour. It might be when it's most accurate. But it looks like we can use it on shorter time frames to enter some good trades too. Some good scalping trades anyway. If you can catch it on the daily, then it's a good long term. You know, of course, until it turns against you, you need to have some sort of indicator to tell you when it's going against you. So, you know, see here, it caught the very bottom just about, but then what? So, okay. Still nothing here. Okay, what does the market watch look like? What's this? Wells Fargo, WBK, S&P, and we should be looking for, say, natural gas and, you know, power plant, you know, kind of companies, because if anything, their stock should be getting cheaper because their plants aren't running. Let's see. Let's see if anything's showing up. Nothing for that one. Okay. So now we know which signals we want for our Darvas box. And now that we have our Darvas daily scanner right here, looks like CNET is on the move today. Nice little candle moving up and down. Okay. Looks like quite a few stocks will be moving once the market opens up. Nice good spreads put on them, for sure. And many of these ones that are right here in this for having daily buy signals. Okay. Now, defining the buy signal, let's just go make sure it's accurate. I always like to make sure it is an accurate buy signal, which these big like kind of fake out candles, depending on where price is when you buy it, you may be buying it at the top where it's going to recede down, but see where it does here, and then it falls down, and then it takes forever to climb back up to that top. So let's see, FNHC. Another one of those types of candles. Don't get trapped in those types of plays. If anything, we need to build another scanner that looks for when price, falls through or touches the lower, band. That way it would be here, and here would be the buy signal, not just necessarily the arrow. So I may go in and work on a second version of it, but that one will have more false breakouts. So you will be needing another indicator. Right here was a good signal all the way up until it wasn't, So not every signal is a great signal for all the time. You have to learn to get out, learn when to let go of a trade. Here was when you should have let go. And it looks like we got load, and it looks like the same thing, although it did leave price way behind it, but we'll have to wait for it to come back down to grab it, like it does. It comes up here, we'll have to wait for it to hit the bottom and, bounce again. And the best time to get in on this was when this fired off anyway. So we need to really be looking for these particular signals. There are some earlier signals, of course, we can look for, but overall, for short-term scalping, we'll come down on the lower time frame, say the 30-minute time frame, and that would have been an excellent signal. That would have caught that blow up right there on the 30-minute. So we need to go in and set this scan up to where it does 30-minute and say 1 hour, because it would have caught it on the hour. Okay. Now let's see if it would have caught it on the 4 hour. It did catch it. Well, let's see. Thursday, Monday. It didn't catch it. Ooh. See, but it didn't catch it until way after on the 4 hour. So let's bring it down to the 1 hour. Caught it there. Let's see if it catches it on the daily. On the daily, it did catch it. Just barely, but it did. So, well, but not with a spike here. So that doesn't work. We want. So we'll still need to go in and make a lower time frame 30-minute scan. Let's do a 5-day. And interesting. I don't think it found it on the. Yeah, it didn't. On the 5-minute, 5-day scan, it didn't find it. On the 15-minute, though, it looks like it did. Okay. So the 15 and 30 need their own scans. I usually do make a 15-minute scan. It's not often I build a 30-minute scan. It does catch it on the 1 hour too, and it's a red doji then. Okay. Although all of your 1 hour signals aren't going to be great, but it looks like the 1 hour signals that are the Darvas by 2s are pretty flippin' sweet. So if you can trade on the 1 hour chart with this Darvas by, 2, it looks like Monday, Wednesday. So you would have done okay. I mean, yeah. 4 hour. Of course, this gets you way back here to whenever, but we want a lower time frame than that. Our 15-minute gives us a couple good, entries where we can get in and get out. Now this is just load, we could pull up many other stocks. Looks like we pull up another one here and it works. Oh wow, the first false signal I've seen it give, right there. So it does give a false signal. At least that was a quick in and out. You would have had to be in and right out. But on the 1 hour, so it gave its first false signal on the 15-minute out of many. So maybe 1 out of 10 or 20 was false, so that one's good. The 1 hour 20 day. Let's check our 4 hour. Couple good signals here. Good signals here.